Mr. Boom personally shared with us the events that await us in the future episode, and this is not clickbait. Recently, Boom contacted one of the Russian YouTubers under the nickname Armhov and told him some spoilers for the new episode to please us because we have been waiting for a long time for a new episode. And Boom told the YouTuber to ask a few questions that interested him about future events in the series. And now we know what is in this container. We also know how the new episode will begin, and also when we will see the Titans that flew away somewhere in a secret scene. And there will also be information about Simp Cameraman, for whom we have been waiting for a very long time. And also you will find out whether Plunger Man and Dark Assassin will return to the series. But that's not all, because another YouTuber under nickname Fordell also asked Afuk a few questions, and believe me, it's insane. And in total, Boom answered 11 questions. And there's a whole mountain of spoilers. This video is literally crazy, because we have never received such information personally from Boom. And also be sure that you have subscribed to my channel, because according to Armhov, he did not reveal all the issues to us. And tomorrow, another video with important information will be released on his channel, and I will also do an analysis of his video. Also, not forget to join my Discord, because only there you will find up-to-date information about Skibidi Toilet and Skibidi Multiverse. Hello friends, you're on the Dattebayo channel. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button under the video to speed up the release of the next video. And let's go. And the first question was, will we find out where the Titans flew away in episode 72? And Boom answered that we won't find out in episode 72, and it will already be in episode 73. And based on this, my theory is confirmed that a calmer episode awaits us, and in episode 72 we will see the cameraman detective. But perhaps with these words he's trying to confuse us, and we'll probably see the Titans, but not the place they were flying to, because something might stop them. Perhaps on their way there will be Astro Toilet and a battle will begin. But personally, I think that this is unlikely, and we will see the Titans already in episode 73. But there is another option that we will see G-Man and the Astro General who is hunting for him, and there may also be a fight there. And already in episode 73, the Titans will also arrive there and there will be a large-scale battle. But these are just theories. But the second question was even interesting, and Arm asked about this container that we saw in episode 71. And what was there anyway? And I was very surprised because Boom directly said what exactly was there, and there was an unfinished project of Skibidi Scientist. And it's even difficult for me to imagine what it could be. But you know that the scientists love to experiment with agent technologies, and perhaps this project is also connected with these technologies. Or there is a new weapon that can change the course of the war, and toilets will be able to dominate agents and even Astro Toilets. And it seems to me that the Astro General is also hunting for this device, since they are always spying on toilets and also on agents, and maybe they know more than agents, and no matter what they must take what is inside or destroy it. Or they are on the side of G-Man, and perhaps General also guards this cargo. But from the conversation of the Astro Toilets, it seemed that the General should take this technology, and he also smiled when he heard that the G-Man escaped from this bunker with cargo. But in any case, we will find out already in episode 73. Let's move on to the next question. And the next question was about my favorite buddy Gmail Titan. Will he become stronger, and will he get any improvements? And Boom said that his current improvements have not yet been revealed. And I didn't doubt it, and already told you that Gmail Titan is damn strong. And we don't know all of his abilities. In episode 71, we only saw how he shot lasers, and this is probably only 20% of his strength, since I'm sure that the scientist really worked hard on his body and made him much stronger than the fake one we saw in episode 65. And perhaps he will be able to defeat even the Astro General. You may find this strange, since the Astro General was able to repel all the attacks of our Titans. But come on guys, the fact that he reflected their attacks does not make him stronger than them. I think that TV Man Titan could defeat the Astro General in a fair fight. Although, if you take Cameraman Titan, then I already doubt that he will be able to defeat him. But now G-Man is on a completely different level, and perhaps he will fight all the Titans at once. And he can even defeat Cameraman and Speaker Man, but TV Man will kill him in the end. I've already said many times that the era of toilets is already over and the era of Astro Toilets has begun. And since the Skibidi Scientist died, I think that G-Man will also die and ordinary toilets will all be destroyed. But even if this happens, I have no doubt that G-Man Titan will definitely show a legendary fight and will be able to surprise us. And I can't wait to see all his abilities. Although it's hard for me to figure out what he's hiding, since visually he only has lasers and a core that he used in episode 71. But he can definitely surprise us, because that same TV Man Titan in every new episode shows new abilities that we haven't seen before. And in episode 68, we learned that he can absorb energy with his core and also remove his TV from his body. And now in episode 71, we saw that he can reflect enemy attacks with the help of his insane energy. And even in episode 70, Large TV Man showed that can absorb someone else's teleport, and this is incredible. Because after so many episodes and time we learn about new abilities of agents, and I really like it. But we still have a lot of questions, and let's move on to the most discussed. And everyone already knows that in episode 70, our beloved little agents, Plunger Man and Dark Assassin, tragically died. And there were a lot of debates about whether we will see these agents again in the future, or maybe there will be some kind of reference to them. And Boom answered that maybe yes. But as Armhov said, this answer was not confident and the strangest of all, and it seemed to hint at the ghosts of the cameramen. But to be honest, I didn't understand much here because I personally didn't see what they were talking about, and I don't know how exactly Boom responded. But it seems Boom doesn't want to reveal this topic much to add intrigue. But there is a chance that in the future we will see these heroes again. Of course, I'm not sure about the Dark Assassin, but I had a theory about Plunger Man, and that it's possible that in this floppy disk that the secret agent got, there was a Plunger Man's memory. And since the agents are robots, they can again create a new body and transfer their memory there. And maybe he will return this way, because he is a very valuable agent and he can also be useful to the secret agent himself, since we don't know what to expect from Astro toilets. And fighters like Plunger Man and Dark Assassin are too valuable to just kill them. But as always, I can't know for sure. But be sure to write what you think about this, as this is a very important topic. But that's where the questions from Armhov ended. And Arm said that there were more questions, and tomorrow he will make another video about it. So be sure to subscribe to me because I will also make a video about it. But this is not the end of our video, as we have 7 more cool questions from YouTuber Fordell, and let's move on to them. And the first question was about the cameraman scientist whom we saw in episode 54, will he return to the series? And Boom answered that he will return and very soon. And this is very interesting because honestly, I already forgot about him, although he looked like a very important and not an ordinary character. But at the same time, this is also a hint that soon we will see the cameraman detective and also this scientist RoboCop. And since Boom said that this will happen very soon, now I am sure that this will happen in episode 72, and even maybe he will help the detective reveal a secret agent or find a traitor among the agents, and that will be cool. But the next question was even more important and at the same time simple. And Fordell asked how many Astro toilets there are, and Boom replied that there are enough of them. And here it's worth thinking about, is it enough for what? In order to defeat the agents, or are there enough of them to take over the whole world? It's difficult to answer this question, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm sure that there are more Astro toilets than we saw in the series. At the moment, we have only seen 3 Astro toilets, UFO toilet and his blood with claw, and the Astro General from episode 70. But it's obvious that there are other types of Astro toilets, and perhaps they were even already in the series. But we just didn't know that these were Astro toilets. It's even possible that this mutant is one of the Astro toilets, since he is very smart and secretive, and this is typical for all Astro toilets. And I'm also sure that they have their own leader, and this is not the Astro toilet from episode 70, since I believe that he is an army general or a toilet of a higher rank, because a leader would definitely not be involved in such matters, because leaders always only give orders and sit somewhere in a safe and calm place. Anyways, time will tell. And let's move on to the next question. And we are all trying to reveal the identity of the secret agent. But did anyone ask themselves the question, does he exist at all? Now I mean, does he have a physical body, or is he like a ghost? And Fordell asked whether the secret agent has a physical body or not. And Boom answered, maybe. And again, it is not clear since he clearly does not want to reveal his character. Although there are obvious details when the secret agent interacted with the agents physically. For example, in episode 66, he gave a knife to the cameraman. Also in episode 62, he threw headphones to the agent. And based on from this, we can say that he has a physical body. But on the other hand, during the time when he handed over the objects to the agents, we never saw him completely, but only half the body. And now I'm completely confused. Is it possible that there are 2 secret agents? One helped the agents by giving them various items, and the other appears only in the minds of the agents. And this is a very likely theory since the agents never paid attention to him when he was near them. And only we or certain cameramen such as the Plunger Man could see him. But most likely he has a physical body since he took with his hand the floppy disk that the cameraman gave him, and this cameraman was in the real world with other agents in the bunker, so I personally think that he is real and has a physical body. And the next question is, will the events in some episodes take place on the water or in space? And Boom answered, everything is possible. And I was very interested in this question because we associate Astro toilets always with space, because the word Astro means space. And it is possible that someday we will see their space base and how agents will be able to get there and carry out some kind of mission. But for now, this all sounds too fantastic. So let's move on to the next question. And the next question is very important since it concerns one of the Titans. And the question is, will Speakerman receive new improvements? But the Boom answered, unknown. And I was not surprised in this answer, and this will probably be a big spoiler. But personally, I wanted so that Speakerman would receive some improvements, since he is the weakest of the Titans, and in fact, he never received any big improvements. Cameraman in episode 50 completely changed and received a lot of cool features. TV Man also received many new abilities, but the Speakerman has not changed at all throughout the series, or his changes were minimal. In episode 67, we learned that he can also fire a laser from the core, but that's all. And I think this is not fair for him. But on the other hand, this is another explanation why Boom did not want to answer this question. There is a chance we can say goodbye to the Speakerman in future episodes, and that's why Boom not want to talk much about him. But if we assume that one of the Titans dies, then it will most likely be Cameraman Titan. And don't think that I'm a hater of Cameraman Titan. In fact, I like him better than Speakerman. But Cameraman is the favorite character of many, and he is the most stable and amazing Titan. But he was also almost killed several times, but he miraculously always managed to survive, and it seems to me that in the future he will die completely. But most likely it will be closer to the end of the series. But let's not talk about sad things, since we have 2 more questions. And the first question, will episode 72 be divided into parts? And Boom said, most likely not. And it seems that he decided to do the episodes as it was before, without additional parts. But he didn't say exactly because everything can change and sometimes the coolest ideas come only at the end. And maybe he wants to expand this episode, but based on his plans, there will most likely be no parts in episode 72. And we received answers to most of the questions. But there remained the last and probably the most important question in the entire history of the series. This is so much exclusive information that it's even difficult for me to share it with you. But since I love all my viewers, now I'll reveal this terrible secret. And the last question is, will Skibidi Cat return to the series? And Boom replied that it's possible. And honestly, I already forgot about him, but now he will be my most favorite character. And he showed up in episode 16 and everyone forgot about him. But I believe that a Boom will add him again. And just imagine if we see improved Skibidi Cat. It sounds funny, but it would be crazy. And maybe Dattebayo had no plans for this character. But since some viewers still remember this cat, then Boom will show him again in the series. And smash like button if you want to see this cat again. But this is where all the questions ended. But tomorrow another similar video will be released since I personally contacted Dattebayo, and I also asked him several questions. And believe me, the answers to my questions are crazy, since you will find out when the series ends and also many other cool details. And according to Armhov, he will also release a new video with additional questions, so be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my video. And you were on the Dattebayo channel, and see you.